Well, good evening, Everstrong family. Happy Thursday, November the 20th. I hope y'all are having a truly God-blessed day today. And what a blessing of a day it is as we are officially entering the book of Galatians, a wonderful piece of scripture written by Paul. Now, as Paul is one to do, he opens with greetings and maybe discussing what's going on in his life at the time. However, different from other letters that he has sent, he is a lot more abrupt about this. It's a very short-lived greeting and it immediately goes into what is going wrong in the church. Paul comes out swinging. He is addressing a severe issue, essentially that the gospel message that they preached and then were received by the Galatians has been perverted in one way or another. Now, I don't have an exact context as to what way, but I have a great feeling in my heart that this is kind of what's happened with the prosperity gospel that we preach these days, which is if accept Jesus into your life and he'll make your life all the more satisfying and full and joyful and happy and all that kind of stuff, which through the lens of a God-fearing person is accurate. However, it does leave out many important parts, such as what Jesus died for, what he saved you from, and why you needed saving. But still, let's go ahead and get into this because this is a very important thing, because ultimately, whether or not I am accurate, like I said, I don't have any context for this, the entire point is that the gospel message itself has been perverted from what it originally was preached to them. So let's go ahead and take a look here, verses 6 through 9, and we'll discuss it a little bit. I am shocked that you are turning away so soon from God, who called you to himself through the loving mercy of Christ. You are following a different way that pretends to be the good news, but it's not the good news at all. You are being fooled by those who deliberately twist the truth concerning Christ. Let God's curse fall on anyone, including us, or even an angel from heaven, who preaches a different kind of good news than the one we preach to you. I say again, what we have said before, if anyone preaches any other good news than the one you welcomed, let that person be cursed. Now, is Paul wanting to curse people? No. Ultimately, Paul doesn't want bad things to come down on people, but he recognizes that when things are led awry, when things are led astray, when people pervert the good news of the gospel, unfortunately, that can lead people down the path of destruction, but also it can cause people to change their motives, that they're no longer seeking to live their lives for the Lord, seeking to change and turn away from their sins, but begin to justify their actions so they can remain selfish and lost in their own sinful desires. Now, ultimately, Paul is trying to correct the actions as he is hearing about them because he does not want them to have to go through the suffering and trials that we go through when we are going through sin. Plain and simple, because that is what a true spiritual leader is meant to do, is to keep his flock in the fold. That being said, take this as a message of encouragement, and remember that when you feel led astray, go to God in prayer, seek his redemption, and turn away from